user, welcome to my channel Learning with Khatak. From the last couple of lectures, we are dealing with the string array and a character array and a pointer. In the last video, we have shown that how to use pointer notation to print the content of array, and then compare with the simple methods to how to print the elements of the array. Now in this lecture we want to show that how to print the address of each element inside the array using the pointer notation and using the name of array. So for that purpose, I have to declare in array my array, that is this time is of type double, and pointer variable star p that is of type double. So then display address using array. I'm going to use a loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, because I have declared the size of an array is 3. So the loop will be continue for the 3 times, and then see out my array I, and then print the address my array of I. So what will happen here in this case, the I point out to the 0 index, so it means that print the address. This is the notation for address of operator. This is an address operator. So what will show that print the address of my array I point out to the 0 location. So what does it mean? That at index 0 print the address. Index 0 means the starting element or the first element of the array. So this line is an instruction for the compiler, simply that go to the memory and take the address of the first element, and then simply display the address of the first element. So after displaying the first element, the loop will be terminated here. The loop, after executing the ending curly braces, since the condition is true, then the control come to that I plus plus, I will increase to 1 now, because first time I point out to the 0 and then increment by 1, and then in this time I point out to the 1. So here in this case, it will the instruction for the compiler that go to the memory and print the address of location I. This time I point out to the location number 1. So simply this will print the address of the first location now, and then for the second location and third location, and so on. So this is using for loop to print address of all array elements, displaying address using array. So this time we are displaying the address of individual elements inside the array using the name of array. Look at this, name of array and this address of operator. Okay. Now if I want to use a pointer notation, and then look at this, this is my array, and I assign this my array to the pointer variable of double, that is p. So what does it mean? It can also be written as p is equal to address of operator my array of 0. So what does it mean? My array is basically contain address of the starting location. So here simply I assign address of the first element to the pointer variable p. So now p points, or p contains the address of the starting element. Now displaying address using the pointer. So again I'm going to use the for loop which will terminate after the which will take 3 repetitions. So see out p plus I, p plus I. So I means the index 0. So p plus I, p contains the address of the starting element. So now here in this case, address of the first time it will print the index at the starting location, and then p plus I. P plus I means I first time point out to the 0. So p plus I means 0 index, and then for the second repetition of the loop I will increase by 1. So in this case p plus 1, and then p plus 2, and then p plus 3. So if I run this program, simply look at this, displaying address using array. So this is the address of the first element, this is the address of the second element, and this is the address of the third element. And displaying address using pointer, p plus 0 means element at the starting address means first element, this is the second element, and this is the third element. Keep in mind that element of the array are storing inside the memory at from starting from the 0 index. So if you look at the addresses of the 3 elements, on these are the 3 addresses, and these are the 3 addresses which are same. So This is very simple way to display the address of the individual elements of the array using a pointer notation. This is the pointer notation. I have used it, and this is the simple way by using the name of array. So in short, to summarize, we can print the address of array elements using two methods. One method is using the name of the array, and second method is using the pointer notation. So the first for loop is used to display the address of array elements using the name of array, and while in the second case we use the pointer notation p to print the individual elements addresses. So in the next lectures we will show that how to insert or delete element inside the array using the pointer notation. So wait for the next lecture. Thank you very much.